lot of people don't like trading anything over the 4 8 hour because they want the fast money. But I'm gonna tell you, if you have a job, this is strictly for my people with jobs that can't sit on the market all day and basically day trade and trade the market all day. This is just for everybody who trades. So the 8 hour candle is good for us because it starts at 16 12 midnight, then goes to 8 4 o'clock. Well, I'm gonna say 16 is 4 o'clock, 1600 hours. So 4 o'clock. So we're gonna do it civilian time. Let's start again. This is 4 12 8 4 12 8 4 12 8 4 12 8 4 12 8 4. All right, y'all get the pattern. 8 4 12 8 4 12 8 4 12. Y'all got the pattern, right? Whether it's in the morning or at night, it's gonna be 8 4 12. All right, so that means you only have to look at the candlestick close every 8 hours, which is good. You mean because we have lives. A lot of us still have jobs, and I'm retired military. Even though I do have a little time on my hands, I don't want to sit around and just look at the chart all day because I have other stuff to do. All right, so we're gonna get into it. So if you look, this is a lot better for me, and it don't fake you out. For guys who just starting off, this helps you out, be able to trade the long-term session. All right, let's go through this. We're gonna start right here. HC, the beginning of the week was kind of rough. I mean, it was kind of consolidation, tug and pull and tug and pull. There was some news this week in which I think it was actually right here, the BOJ interest rate decision on the 17th. I think that's where the big push up, happened. So we're gonna do this. During the week, nothing, hardly. There was nothing right here either for this the Webpack Consumer Index, Consumer Confidence Change. Nothing right there at all either. So pretty much you had to sit on your hands all week, and then you could kind of make this. I have this app right here, Consolidations. It's pretty big, but sometimes I draw my own consolidation. So if you look right here, you can, on this day, you can kind of draw this consolidation and just tops and bottoms and just kind of draw it out like this. Let me see where this stops at. All right, stops right about here. All right, and then I just draw this, to help me out during the week. I might put some alerts, top and bottom, stuff like that. All right, so as you can see, all week is still consolidation. This consolidating box, you can go down to, excuse me, the lower time frames and trade this, if you're, in the position too, because this actually is about an 80 pip box. You could scalp 20, 10, 5, 10, 15 pips out of the market, but that's not me. I'm looking for the bigger term move for the week, which is fine. If you don't trade Monday and Tuesday, see if we didn't have no trade on Tuesday, that's fine. And then as we go, as you can see, boom, I definitely missed this move right here because, if this was during this news right here, as you can see, the BOJ interest rate decision shot up drastically within the 8 hour time period, which is fine with me. But here's the biggest thing for you guys. What I wouldn't do on an 8 hour time frame, I would not. And, and if this is just my rules, but when I see this big impulse candle because of the news, I would not trade this, and I've never seen anything go up 100 more, 90 more pips, 300 more pips in a week, on top of that. So with this being, and I'm gonna give you something right here. This helps me out a lot. So here's my Darvish box, and we can go over here. If you can look at the indicators, I'm gonna show you right here. Just type in DARVAS by CEYHUN Darvish box. That's a good application to have. You type it in default, and you unclick T boxes. You just put buy and sell. All right. So if you look at it right here, this next one, so this one stopped around 1600. So once it stopped, you're not trading at 1600 anyway. So the candle closed at midnight, should I say? Because it started at 1600, the Asian session. and then it closed at $1,200. But if you look, boom, and you can see my Darvin box came up as a sell. All right, this is not an engulfing candle, but this tells me there's sell pressure in the market because it rejected off of here. And then also at 8 o'clock the next morning, I seen that this candle closed with bearish movement. So that's when I took this trade. And so I potentially do 50 to 75, which is a 1.5 ratio. So I do 1 to 1.5. All right. And I can see that if I look from the last week, right? If I look for this, is the reason why I didn't take this sale, because if I look to the left, I potentially seen this previous high, last week's high. So let's write that in. Let's write that in. Always look left when you're trading this. This is previous week's high. Hopefully I'm not losing anybody right now. This is a good indicator to not take a buy. That was my good indicator not to take a botch sale. Because the reason, if I took a buy sale, right? If I took that buy sale, what I would want to happen, I would want this to happen. And I'm going to show you. Where is my handy dandy tool? I would want it to come up, boom, retest, and come up. All right, but it didn't. It rejected off last week's high and came down, boom. That was a good indicator during the week, which was a Wednesday. Good reversal day. Everybody says it reversal day. I know you heard it before. And look what happens. Good indicator, boom. This is some confluences. I just don't take this because it says sell. Right? You'll get burnt in the market. All right. So if you look at it, it says sell, but it also bounced off this resistance from previous week. All right. And guess what happened? Boom. Quick 75. All right. I jumped in the trade at 08 the next morning when I seen it. All right. And I was out by 1600 the next day. Got it? So, and if you look right here, if you're doing a funded challenge like myself, if you look at it, if you have this right here is typically $1,900. So if you were trading your own account, if you had the proper capital, I'm saying, you could have had your $1,900 for that week, and that's fine. You don't need to over leverage. $1,900 is good enough to make it through the week. All right, and you can see it actually went for more than 1.5. But guess what? I am fine with keeping the 1.5 after this big move. And the reason why it moved again so heavy is because of this Japanese news that came out. All right, and so if you look at this, we can put the Fibonacci retracement. So you know these were 3 big move candles. All right, this works some of the time. I'm not a genius on this, but I just like to do it just to show. So if you look at, I go up in here and mark it off at the 50% level. Let's turn it to yellow. Let's make it, bigger, and let's let it play out. This is the 50%. We get rid of this, and we're gonna just write 50% on here. Because on Friday, it likes to retrace. Sometimes it doesn't if it's in a trend, a big trend. If it right now it's in a big consolidation. Let's look at my consolidation tool, and if you look right here, it's in a big consolidation box right here, which is fine. Like I said, you can trade this consolidation box, because let me tell you why. Because it's 300 points, 300 pips. So yes, you can trade that. All right, that is a good. And guess what? Look what happened. This is basically Thursday and Friday after you got your 75 pips. Boom! Look at that. Came back up to the 50% retrace. All right, let's get rid of this box. All right, this is the 50 cent. Let's do this fib retracement. If you're doing fib retracement, if you're doing trading view, it's on the top left, the second one down. At the highs and the lows of the week. Look at that, 50% retracement, and pretty much it's gonna close out like this. All right. So if you're watching the trade, and this is the good thing about these trades, right? These are 8-hour trades, right? So you can get in and get out. So even if you took this one, right, and this is 1600, so this one actually closed around 800 Thursday. So you was like, let me let this play out, So if you look at it, I gave you 75 pips, right? 75, easy. But you could have actually stayed in, and yes, it retraced a little bit, and that was 159. And that actually played out all the way. When you seen this play out, like, okay, boom. You know, this is Wednesday, 1600. Thursday, this one actually closed at 08 the next day, which is fine. When you get up in the morning, you check your trades. You can get out right here. So instead of 75 pips, you actually got 160 pips. And let me show you on this calculator. Let me show you on this calculator how this works. So if you have a 100,000 prop firm account that you're doing, and you have, let's just say you do a 2 point. Let me look at this real quick. Let's go MyFX. Let's do the position calculator. Let me show you this, guys. If you go to MyFX book, position calculator, you type in AEPP, JPY. Let's do your account size. Let's just do it like this. All right, and then you have your. Let's do 1% rate. Let's just do 1. All right, and then you look at 50%. 50 is my stop loss. 2.59, right? 2.59. All right. So if you look at 162 times what did I say? 2.5. So that's $25.90. That's $3,600 trade right there. So just think about, if you're a funded trader, how in 1 week you've actually probably paid your rent, paid some bills off plus some. But let's just say we, like I did, only did 75, all right, times 25 and 90. That's 1942. That's how you guys rent to as well. So that one trade from this week, that is perfectly okay. All right, we're risking 1,000 to make 1,900, or risking 1,000 to make 3,600 off of $100,000 account. All right, so just keep that in mind. And if you look at, let me show you again. And even if you don't want to risk that much, just type in 0.5. 0.5. That's a 1.3 lot. All right, 1.3 lot. And then if you go, let's do the numbers on this, do the math on this, right? All right, 1.3. So even with 75 times $13, that's 975. So you're gonna risk 500 to make 975. All right. So remember I told you, and then you can go right here 160. So just do 160 times 13. All right, that's 2,000. So you risk 500 to make 2,000 plus dollars. So you see the good, the probabilities in the 8-hour time frame. All right, in the 8-hour time frame, so much cleaner. All right, you can wait for this first move. That's fine. That first move, all right, look, that first move went up 200 something pips, came back down. I've never seen since I've been trading the last 3 years where anything goes up in 1 week 400 pips. All right, it might go up 400 pips in 2-3 weeks, but I've never seen it go up that fast in 1 week, that much in 1 week. So, and normally when these impulse candles happen, or they call Mariposa candles. Mariposa candle means it's the impulse candle, and it doesn't have any. Typically, if you see right here, doesn't have a bottom wick. It's fairly clean bottom wick. Boom, it shoots up, and then that shot up on news. So the reason why I like AUD JPY is that it's pretty smooth. It's a pretty smooth pair, especially when there's no news going on. It basically goes like clockwork. Normally, the buys that you have on the 8-hour time frame is pretty much going to be pretty accurate. All right, and the Darvis box is pretty accurate on here. It's not 100%. I would say it's pretty accurate on here. And as you can see right here, I didn't take this trade right here because I got my 1,900 right here, which is beautiful. It's beautiful, and I'm out of the market. I don't have nothing. I don't have to worry about nothing else. I can go about my day. Because you think about it, if I would have held, I do my 75. Just think about if I would have tried to hold Oh, I'm gonna hold to the end of the week. No, and look where it went. It went up right back to break even almost. I'd be in the negative right now. So that's why I say I take mine and roll up out and then close for the week. You only need one. I would say, 1 to 2 trades a week if you have the capital for it. That helps you be a little more successful. I learned in the past, if you're taking 20 plus trades a day, 20 plus 40, 30 plus trades a week, you pretty much going, if you're not gonna be in the negative, you're gonna be at break even, which is ridiculous to do all that trading and come out with nothing. All right, so just keep that in mind. I'm not gonna bore you to death. I just wanted to tell you what happened this week. Other than that, I'll see you guys next week for the lives. And just remember, the links are in the description. You can go to Black Mozart Trades on my Telegram group. I just started it, so I'm at 1 subscriber, being transparent with you. I just started it today, and I posted some stuff, so you can backtrack and see what I posted. And this Telegram is to help you guys out. I'll post more of swing trades than scalps. For guys who have and gals who have jobs that need to make that extra money. And also, if you look right here, this is my Discord group. All the links for my Discord and the links for everything is in the description. It'll be underneath. Just make sure if you like what I'm kicking off, it is, please like and subscribe for more content. Other than that, guys, I will see you next week.